Oh, that's perfect. Stay away, fox.
I bet it was this sweet little herb that was bringing Mr. Fox in with his sweet tooth.
This is stevia, so it's like a sugar substitute, and you can dry the leaves and then you can put them in, like, you know, hot drinks and stuff. And I think you can always also use it in bacon and stuff. We've been drying some out. It grows really well. It's been growing all year. Yeah, the fox has been in here and it's been eating. Well, we think it's a fox. We presume it's a creature similar size to a fox, but it's been getting the sweet potatoes out of the ground and digging around in the vegetable patch. So that's why we've now got a fence all the way around. Now, we do know that foxes can apparently jump. Can't see any sign of him last night. We put the fence up yesterday, was it? Or the day before? Yesterday. Anyway, day before, yeah. So I think it might have solved it. We're also going to add bells. We're going to add maybe just like a string going all the way around, and then maybe like little bells or something, so it makes a noise if anything tries to jump.
All the fence posts are a little bit higher than the fence, so we're going to add something across there, and then I presume the fox isn't going to try and jump through the gap.
It could, of course, be like a pine marten or something smaller. This is the sweet potatoes, and some of you could see right by like the roots, by the base of the plant, that have been dug up. So it could have ruined a few, but thankfully we've got a lot of sweet potato plants.
So we have found its poo, whatever creature it is, actually on the front terrace.
On the front terrace.
How cheeky, how rude, and by the side. Yeah.
Twice it's pooed right by the building, and there's little poos dotted around the land. Been filming as well at night time. I've got a camera on the veg garden, like trying to catch whatever creature. I'm really happy, like it worked out really well. It was quite a simple thing to do. Yeah, it looks so neat, and it's just going to help a little bit. But you've also got, like, you know, like support for some of the veggies as well. Like the aubergines here are kind of leaning on that, so that's cool. Yummy.
It's not only protecting against the fox, but also Dizzy as well.
Because Dizzy likes to run in here and charge about looking for lizards, and quite often when you've got seedlings in the ground, tiny ones, he's like jumping all over them. So yeah, foxes and Dizzy. Yeah,
Dizzy's been quite cute recently. He's starting to really enjoy the land. Well, he enjoyed it before, chasing around looking for lizards and geckos and stuff, but he was never one for just relaxing in nature. He was always happier in the van, on his perch, looking out, or on a bed or on someone's lap. Whereas now, like when we were doing the fence the other day, he was just relaxing wherever we were. He's never too far away. But he's just relaxing, isn't he?
Yeah.
Sitting off.
But he did give us a bit of a scare, didn't he?
He did give us a little bit of a scare, and we'll tell you about what happened in a minute. But first of all, we want to show you Charlie's tree, which is what we completed almost after we did the fencing around the growing area. So this is little Charlie's tree.
It's so neat, isn't it? It's like a proper little garden area, and we know that very soon it's going to start raining and the grass and everything else is just going to grow. But I feel like we can just stay on top of a small area like this and, you know, keep it all de-weeded and keep it all neat and stuff. Yeah, and I think it's lovely, actually.
Yeah, you got your little table and chairs there. We're going to add to it Charlie as a puppy and little angel wings, a few little creatures as he loved animals. Owl up there. We saw these when we were at shops when we went on our trip to the north, and just had to get them. They're the only ones in the shop, a little Charlie bear and Dizzy.
Yeah, we're going to add a plaque. We've also we're getting a new printer, and we're going to like laminate a picture of little Charlie, probably like mix it up and stuff. It's just very, very cute, isn't it? I think like the wood chips worked really well. It's something a bit different, like these posh wood chips. Not really for land like ours, but you know, why not? It's more like a kind of proper manicured garden type thing, isn't it? So we wanted something different, something special, and I think with the white chairs it just kind of pings from wherever you are, like, you know, on the drone shots and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just special.
While we're working on here, we're obviously bringing rocks from our rock supply area, the flower bed, and then we're just placing them around and digging it up a bit, leveling it out because it was a bit uneven, as is the whole land. While we're doing that, Dizzy runs over and then it looked like he's trod on a thorn or something. He just lifted his leg up.
He was stood right next to me. The only creatures on the ground were ants. I mean, there was a few big ants. So we think he got bit by an ant, and he started lifting his leg up. So I was like brushing it off like you normally would when they stand on a thorn. But then he had a reaction to whatever it was. Basically, we took him to the building and he started like screaming out, and he was lifting his leg and he was doing that, like it was his back leg, and he was doing this and hopping around and he was crying, and we were like, oh my goodness, you know, you just panic, don't you? Especially after what happened with Charlie. You're just like so overly cautious and worried that something's going to happen to Dizzy.
Yeah, Dizzy is a bit of a baby and he's quite vocal, and he does cry out the thought of pain if he thinks he's going to get hurt, but we were quite worried about him.
We basically washed the area, washed his paw as best we could, and tried to stop him from licking it, because we obviously Googled straight away and it says you shouldn't let him lick it. And then we decided we better get to a vet just in case. It was Sunday, which is a bit annoying because you can only get an emergency vet, but we just packed up the van and drove him to the city, and he did kind of calm down a little bit on the way. I was worried he was going to go into some sort of
anaphylactic shock,
because apparently they can have really bad reactions. We thought we'd best get to the vet anyway.
And then he sort of slept a bit on the way. We were going to go to the emergency vet because it was Sunday, typical, but by the time we got there, he was doing a lot better. He was actually walking. We took him for a walk outside the vets when he was putting weight on it, and he seemed a lot better, thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah. So we just made the most of it. We didn't go to the vet in the end. He was fine. We stayed in the city for several hours after that to make sure, and just got the supplies, actually. We managed to get all the supplies for finishing, like the roof for the house and other bits and bobs.
So that was a bit of an adventure. And then we got back here, and then yesterday, we cracked on with work in the building, getting that framing up.
Not bad. Almost perfect.
Never going to be perfect, is it? It's never going to be perfect. It's going to be rustic. Last time you saw this ceiling, this framework, you couldn't really call it framework. There was just two beams up, and we were putting it off and off because it was an absolute nightmare drilling into those concrete beams.
Apparently we found out we've got the wrong drill. You have to have I can't remember the name of the drill to go through actual concrete.
I believe them as well, because it was an absolute mission. It was, yeah. So
thankfully we only had to do like the ones connecting to these concrete beams. And then the rest of them is like drilling into the wood on those concrete beams already.
Or into the wall.
Or into the wall, that makes sense. Yeah, so we made quite good progress and got all of this done, apart from this little section here. It looks a little bit funny, this section, and there's a reason why we're doing it like this. We've basically changed our mind a couple of times with this whole what's going on the ceiling, what the false ceiling is going to be look like, what material we're using basically to put onto this frame.
Yeah, we were going to use the thinnest possible. I think it was MDF, very lightweight, but it's not very good for screwing into, and we decided against that because I think it just would have been a nightmare to work with, trying to put up huge pieces of this wood. So then we went with slats. We found some wider plastic slats. We went for some thinner plastic slats in the end. We'll show you them in a minute. So this is one long piece of beam going across, and the end bits we're thinking, yeah, just so it's in line, so when we put the slats up, all the screws are in line.
See, this is why I haven't filmed all of this process, because who on earth wants to watch anyone screwing?
Well, some people pay for that. And they are all up.
Now, it may look crooked at the moment. They may look crooked, but that's because they are crooked. And the magic happens and they straighten themselves out once we put the wall beam in. And then basically, all of these are gonna attach to the wall beams. See what we're doing here? Can you figure it out? So 7, we said 7, happy with 7?
Yeah.
Final answer on 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got the tape.
Oh, yeah, I've got it. Yeah. yes, we were quite happy with our progress. We didn't film a lot of it because it's just not very exciting, is it?
No, this has been like one of the biggest jobs, believe it or not. It may seem simple putting a bit of framework on, but if you're not a carpenter, like, it's hard.
And if you haven't got the right tools for the right job.
Yeah.
Which is often the case with us.
Yeah, but we are so close now. Oh, Dizzy's in here. So we've literally got to do, this one's done, so it's that last wall one and the one right in the very far corner. Probably about an hour left and the frame is done. And it should be like fairly straightforward what we've got planned to finish the whole thing afterwards. She says straightforward.
Straightforward, you're having a laugh, in you?
150 more screws to get the ceiling up, isn't it? I swear Dizzy must have been a pussycat in a former life. So we're basically at the time of year now where it's really chilly in the evenings, hence wearing what we're wearing. And then in the daytime, well, especially this week, because we've kind of got like, it's probably the last heat wave of the summer, and it's going to be like mid-30s. So, you know, you wake up at like 7 o'clock and it's really quite cold.
Jogging bottoms and hoodies.
But then it's literally 3 hours later that you have to completely strip off, and it's actually like 9:30 now, and it's starting to get warm. So before we crack on, I think I need to go get changed.
Me too.
Come on then, come on. Get you some dinner in a minute.
Got your heavy duty.
There is like 30 rocks underneath the shade. Stay there, Diz. Good boy. Right, excuse all the noise, fans on full blast, aircon's on full blast because I've got all the doors and windows open and it's hot. This is the last one, the last piece to this horrible puzzle of the framing on the ceiling. We've just done that one over there, and it's a good job we didn't film because we cursed all the way through it.
That was the worst one because the aircon unit's in the way, which makes it very difficult. We had to hand screw. Wasn't worth watching.
Yeah, it wasn't actually. Yeah, it's not that good, but it'll do. So this is the last one. Yes.
Tiny bit more. Oh, just get it in an angle. Doesn't matter how you get it in, just get it in.
You asked for an angle. Oh God, I might have done too much of an angle. I take it back out.
Is this the last screw?
The last screw, and then the frame is complete.
Go on, just go in, just go in.
Oh! Oh!
No.
I ran out of battery on the last screw!
Got to finish off hand screwing. I can take over, darling, if you're struggling.
It's meant to be, weren't it? The last screw. Hand screwed.
I like your action, like a little teapot. You're a little teapot.
I've actually got, what do you call it? Carpal tunnel syndrome, I think it's called, if I'm saying that right. from tennis. When we played tennis at the campsite with Nick, I've had like numbness, tingliness in my index finger. At first it was actually my thumb, index finger and middle finger for quite a while, but it's just in my index now, so hopefully it's going. It's because I can't play tennis properly. I was all in the wrong, you know, holding the racket wrong. I think that's why it's been. So this sort of job has been, it's been like hard going, and that's why I'm using my left hand and I'm right-handed. So that's why, that's with the teapot, you see. This right hand needs to be doing something. I have to switch to my right.
Finish it.
Yes, you can finish it.
Make it easy if you have your hands on your hip.
I don't know, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall off the ladder messing about, trying to do my teapot pose.
The worst one of all.
Right in the corner. We'll skip to when he's finished doing the last few. Right, lunchtime.
I'm starving, yeah.
And it's pretty much blinking dinner time actually, so it's gonna have to be something quick. Now it doesn't look like much, but it should be nice and flavoursome. And it's ingredients from the garden, so you know, we've basically got loads of tomatoes, loads of basil and loads of rocket. So every single day we have this meal. That's it. No, it's basically, this is chickpea pasta as well. So I was just looking actually while I was cooking it in the van, and you get double the amount of protein that you get in regular pasta. So even though we don't have a big protein meal, or it doesn't seem that we've got a big protein meal, it's actually quite good. And to finish this off, I haven't made this for ages. It's the parmesan, the nut-based, plant-based parmesan, but it's nut-based. It's actually almonds and what else did I put in there? Cashews. Grate them up, really finely grate them, and then just do the nutritional yeast, bit of salt, bit of garlic powder. That's it. And that is yummy. We haven't had that for ages. Used to make it all the time. This has got so much basil in it.
Those tomatoes look juicy as.
This is what's going to make this meal, I tell you. I'm excited about this. Nice that parmesan, isn't it? Well, nice.
Well, nice that is.
I don't know what's better, this or finally getting the blinking framework done.
Oh, I'd have to say the
framework. Oh.
This is nice. Tomatoes are so juicy from the garden, that parmesan.
Yum yum. I'm actually going to make some pesto. We can make pesto, can't we? There's loads of basil down there.
And that concludes our little wander around the land, discussing all the exciting projects that we plan to do tomorrow, which won't get done.
Yeah, basically the projects that we're going to do over the next 6 months, let's say.
Next 3 months. 3 months. We've got a deadline before Christmas. We normally go for a little wander in the morning, just wander around. Oh, should we do that? Should we do that? And then get like half of them done. Yeah.
Anyway, you may have noticed that we had our own personal little cameraman.
This little thing is so much fun. It's the Hover X1 Pro Max with a lovely little gold thing there. It's a very beautiful little drone. Better camera, better lens, more features, better in strong winds. It's just fun to fly, isn't it? Well, you don't even have to fly it. It's your own personal cameraman. Yeah, you may have remembered that we spoke about this just a couple of weeks ago, actually, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So, you know, we'll link that video here as well, because we had a lot of fun in the park in, where was it? That town beginning with Z. Zamora! Now, if you got it before us, we'll send you a sticker pack.
Yes! How do we know if they did?
Oh, I'm just joking.
Anyway,
yeah, this thing is a lot of fun. Loads of different things to play with. The different modes. You got bird's eye, we just demonstrated them there. Bird's eye, zoom out, dolly track. goes ahead of you, follow, comes behind you. It's got 360-degree spin, so it will just circle around and show the environment. It's got orbit, so it goes around you. It can follow you on a bike, skiing, whatever you want.
We should actually go on a bike ride and get this little bad boy to follow us. Next time we will.
Next time we will. And all the settings you can tweak, so you can change the height, the distance and all that. And because it's so light, you're bypassing all like the laws and stuff. It's not
restriction. There's no restrictions with it really.
Not really at all. And it's even got obstacle avoidance. So even though you're not flying it, it won't or it shouldn't crash. It's not 100%.
And then it just comes neatly and lands right into the palm of your hand.
And goes in your pocket.
Don't let it go off your pocket. So there you go, guys.
Middle, follow.
Oh, it is going to go
Middle,
off.
follow.
Good job, you're not going anywhere. He stopped it. So if you're interested in the Hover X1 Pro Max, no, just Pro. Yes, it's Pro Max.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We will leave the link in the description where you can check out this little bad boy further. Right, we better go
back to Dizzy.
Dizzy is in the room.
Make sure he hasn't eaten the mice.
He's not actually really used to this little drone yet, or any drone for that matter, so he has to kind of, you know, be locked in the room while we use it. Good morning, folks, and we are going to get this roof done today, this morning, in the next hour actually, because it's going to get hot today again. And yeah, we just want to get it up, we want to get it secure, just done, dusted and ready for the rain, because the rain, we keep saying, it's coming soon, it's coming like next week. All right, so remember, we must just keep it UV side up so we don't get muddled up. Only one side is UV. Right, 12 centimetres.
Move it up slightly that way.
Bang on 12. Yeah, that's making a mark, isn't it? See, this is a problem with these polycarbonate sheeting. Spiders get in, they get in, look. So we don't really want to like look up and just see all these spiders started all the way along, and then they get frazzled in the sun, so they're just like dead spiders in there. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can cut this straight.
Yeah, best put your hair up so you don't cut those lovely dreadlocks off.
Those horrible dreadlocks. I had a comment last week. What did they say?
I don't know, something about getting rid of your dreadlocks because Dizzy!
They're horrible. Dizzy!
Not on the solar panels!
That's not a little runway for little doggies to get across the cacti garden. Right, come on then, Dan, let's crack on because that sun is coming. So that's those two sheets cut, 12 centimetres off each, so we'll put them back up in a minute. Nick's just giving them a little sand down on the edge. So put Dizzy down, because otherwise he's just kicking the microphone. And we're just going to go and have a look what's going on down here in the food growing area. Yeah, basically, a bit of a mess because I was cutting down all of these tomato plants yesterday. But over the last couple of days since having the fence up, it doesn't look like Mr. Fox has been in here, or whatever creature was coming in here and like trying to dig up the sweet potatoes, and yeah, just trying to eat stuff basically. So it's good. So it must be a creature that doesn't like to jump. or put an obstacle in his way. And he's like, oh no, I won't bother with that. We also like put the solar lights back on, and there's a camera on this area, and if a creature comes near, there's like a light that goes on. So yeah, I think that helps as well. We switched all the solar lights off, so it was all completely dark down here. I suppose with them coming back on, and they sort of flash a bit, so creatures, you know, probably don't like that sort of thing, get a bit scared. So yeah, the fence is all sort of working, quite happy. So this is like just basic kind of clear tape, so it's probably not going to last, but it's all we've got at the moment. I mean, it's a good size, it looks okay. We had quite a few comments saying about, you know, the wind will lift these, and quite a few people also said that we should put these on the top and the twigs underneath, like the opposite way around, because the wood would rot. Well, here you get so much sunshine, so even if it rains, the sunshine does come out pretty much every day, you know, even throughout the winter. And we're south facing as well, so the sun is always beaming onto this terrace, so we don't feel like the twigs are going to rot. I think they'll dry out before they rot. And then I don't really, even though these are UV protected, it says don't put them in direct sunlight, really. I don't think you're supposed to, and it might be okay, but we get 40 degrees here on a regular basis, from, you know, close as 40 degrees, what we've said about, you know, in the summer. And that south facing on the sun, banging that sun on there, we just think it's better to have the twigs on top to protect these a little bit.
And it just wouldn't sit right, would it? Really?
And it wouldn't sit right, yeah, because the twigs are up and down, and then this is flat. So it would be, you know, so we've decided to do it this way. We might be wrong.
Trial and error, so just get jobs done as quickly as possible. We're always in a rush, like we're in a rush to get things done before the summer, didn't quite make it. And now we're in a rush to get things done before the rain.
Not going to make it.
Not going to make it, but, you know, if we didn't rush and just took our time and, you know, waited to get all the right materials, lots of trips into the city, then we wouldn't get anything.
Oh, we haven't got a bloody clue anyway.
And it is all up, not secured down yet.
Quite happy it went up all right. And yeah, now we're gonna like we bought some quite thick like rope that we're gonna basically, so we'll tie around that black post, and then we're gonna throw it over, all the way over till the other side, and tie it around that post, and we'll do like five ropes going across, so it's proper holding the whole lot down.
Oh, is that a vulture up there? A couple of vultures. But we had to cut this back because this is what was flapping when it was really windy. The wind was getting under this. So now we've cut this back so it's in line with the pipe tube at the end and the twigs as well, so it looks quite neat. Yeah. Speaking of vultures, darling, what other birds have we seen?
Oh, we've got the telescope out. It's actually just behind Nick. It's only a cheap telescope, but it's all right. And we've seen a golden eagle. Did you get a shot of the golden eagle?
I did. Not a great shot, but zoomed in on my phone, and then yeah, did a like Google search for the plumage, and it came up as golden eagle, and they're apparently quite rare.
Yeah, you get them in this area, but they are quite rare. And we've seen him over a couple of days. Really magnificent bird, and we kind of like we heard the noise that he made, like a squawking noise, and like was in the van at the time, looked out, and he'd come back like the second day. So we're always on the watch out for him.
Little Charlie, isn't it?
Yes, little Charlie coming to check up on us. And then where the telescope is now, I just kind of looked over yesterday or the day before, and there was another bird of prey, a big one, and it was just like on the top of the tree, like in the distance, like a field away. And what one was that? That was cool.
That was a short-toed snake eagle, or something like that. Really cool, big, piercing, like yellow eyes. Unfortunately, the shots of that weren't great because it was through the telescope, which isn't ideal. Maybe Santa will bring us
some sort of
proper zoom lens
for Nick's DSLR camera, so we can try and get some proper good shots, because we've seen quite a few different things, and we always get really excited. Oh, we get a shot of that, you know. So anyway, I've moved on to the next job. So I've just taped, like we did tape for spiders, and then we've got the frame ready to screw this. And I think we showed you quite a few vlogs ago. We'll show you again now, but this
is a double glazing, isn't it?
Basically, yeah, double glazing. So when you've got the AC on in the room, you can leave these blinds open, because you don't want to close those, because then it's like a little cave. So you always want the windows open, and for the heat actually in the winter time. So you have a choice of putting like a window type thing, blind stroke window, more polycarbonate sheet basically. And yeah, so we're just having a quick coffee break. Nick has got these amazing little they're not the normal banana cakes, these ones are oat.
Banana, honey and nut oat cake.
Yeah, and they're really nice. I prefer these. They're done in the same silicone thing that Nick always uses in the air fryer, but these are absolutely lovely. We're going to have to give you the recipe. Healthy, delicious, and I think actually, dare I say, better than your regular banana bread.
They're chewy, aren't they, with the oats?
I like them with the oats rather than flour, yeah.
Bit of honey to sweeten them a bit, and yeah, a bit of peanut butter, almonds and walnuts.
Lovely.
Guys, tasks for this afternoon, a lot going on. We've got a lot of editing to do because we've taken far too much footage as usual. We need to finish that window frame, the second piece of double glazing, and then we're going to crack on with this door. We've done the framework for the ceiling, we've got to do this door, bought some wooden panelling, so we need to cut that down and then fix that to the inside. Basically, we've got window, door, ceiling. I reckon that'll be done in the next week, and then it is onto the tile, and that's that room, and then it's just the really pretty stuff, so that's quite exciting. Should we crack on? Where does it fit? Yeah, looks better, doesn't it?
Started a new project. This is pond number 2, what we call it, the bath pond. Basically, we've got Frog Pond Corner, the one that we showed you like vlog before last. It's a work in progress. And then this is an old water storage tank quite close to the well, and it's perfect for a pond. It's quite deep, so if we fill this full of water and, you know, make it look all nice, it's just a ready-made pond. And yeah, so as I've done some cement for inside the building before we put the ceiling up, there's a few little things. I thought I'd just do a little bit on here as well, because we're just going to fill in the cracks and make sure it doesn't collapse basically, and then put a pond liner in, put all these nice rocks to make it all nice, and fill it with water. That's about it. And it gets a lot of shade here in the summer. The sun goes that way because that's south, so yeah, it goes over to the west. So in the hot afternoons, this pomegranate tree, as you can see, it just kind of shades this whole area, and hopefully we can get a few fishies and frogs will come along and whatever other creatures. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. But we are going to do that window frame very soon because we have to finish what we've started. Right, this is our little window that we can choose to have in or out, and as we mentioned, it's double glazed because we have Two of them. Here's one we prepared earlier.
This needs staying in a second coat.
And basically, you can choose to have one or two. Nick's just come up with this little fantastic idea.
Little scrap of wood left over.
We just use up everything, I tell you. So we've just got one of those, I don't know what they're called, little wood noggin things. Drill a hole in the wall, put that in, and then that'll obviously, you know, can be pulled out, and that'll keep that window in place, one either side.
And then we've got this, which is framework, which is just gonna go around the edge.
It's all cut out, ready to go in to hold the outer window there, and then the same again, we'll have a little noggin just to keep it in place.
But you're gonna have to wait till next week to find out how it looks and if it all worked out, because this video has actually gone on far too long.
It has, yes. So thanks all so much for watching, folks. We will, big things happening in this little building, really big things. Can't wait to get the ceiling on and show you guys. Hopefully that's coming up next week as well.
Oh, something exciting planned for next week.
Oh,
something a little bit different.
Keep it quiet. So make sure you're following for daily updates on our other socials, Instagram, Facebook, lots of good stuff happening there.
Join the Explorers crew and hit that subscribe button.
Free and easy to do. There you go. See you next week.
Take care, guys. See you next Thursday. You got little shoes, what you got?
What you got here? You got little foamy feet. You got little foamy feet. You got one.